I love you so much, I won't text you. I love you too much to text you. Hey, it's so cool to have this time to catch up. I have my peppermint tea here and, excuse me, my hair's going right. Smell this. This is peppermint tea, and there is something incredibly calming about peppermint tea. I have poured myself a cup of peppermint tea so that I can really enjoy this time with you. Don't you love these catch-ups? I look forward to them and I feel good afterwards, even though we both know that this is a cyber meet or a cyber connect. But you still see my face, you still, cat's jumping down there, you still hear my voice, the nuances of how I use my eyes. Texting. I was talking during an Instagram reel a few minutes ago about texting. When I was in Melbourne, there was a time, one of many, when I was with my girlfriend Mel, and we would sit at one of several cafes or bars and we would just sit and allow the silence to envelop us, enjoy each other's company with few words because we were connecting over the tea or the glass of wine or whatever it was. We'd have eye contact and we watched the sunset in St Kilda, Melbourne. And it was just, it was idyllic, it was just lovely. And on one of these occasions, Mel brought out her phone and she was texting, and I said, what is that? Because no one did texting then, it didn't exist. So I said, what is that? And she said texting, and we both discussed how it would never work, it would never take off. Ha ha ha, we laugh now. We talked about it not taking off because why? What sort of person would text and miss out on the face-to-face or the voice-to-voice? Even on the phone we have the tonality of my voice to your voice. It's beautiful. And sometimes when we have the face-to-face or the voice-to-voice, we're compelled to be resilient or assertive. We're compelled to say no, or I don't want to, or that doesn't suit me. And you know what? That takes guts and grit. And texting is like a bypass, isn't it? It's like a hard pass, get out of jail card free. And the thing about, there's research to show that people that are privileged don't demonstrate compassion as much as people that are not privileged. And over time, their ability to express oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, is diminished. And I think it's like that with texting. If we don't practice the hard calls, the hard conversations, the I love you, you mean something to me, not the emojis. Oh my goodness, who invented emojis? I mean, what has happened in the world that we send emojis? Anyway, compassion. Research has shown that when people don't demonstrate kindness to others, the cat is being raucous in the laundry, smashing around. I was using the litter box. He would do that, wouldn't he, when I'm doing a video? So with compassion, when people demonstrate less kindness, they lose that ability to feel kindness, to feel compassion. And I liken that to texting. We need the face-to-face. It almost gives us that vicarious feeling of touch, like I can reach out to you here and I can reach my hand out to you. And you can imagine, or, with ASMR, we can imagine that we are touching. You can't do that by text. Texting is inhibiting us. It is like mind-forged manacles. It chains us to an inability to express connection. Why am I bringing this up? Because as a certified counsellor, as you know, I do counselling. As a counsellor, I'm experiencing more and more situations where people are texting where you should not text. When you should not text. When is this? What are the rules? Can someone give me the rule book on texting? Texting is for messages that have no room for emotion, nuance, feeling, love, compassion. Honey, can you get the milk on the way home? Don't forget to feed the dog. That's it. That's it. That's as far as it gets. No further. Texting is not for any message that requires connection. Texting is not for connection at all, ever. This peppermint tea is to die for. You can inhale it. It has this peppermint taste that is just majestic, just beautiful. And I just love it. And I think that if you cannot smell the peppermint tea in a text, then we should not be texting. I'm creating a course at the moment in overthinking on Teachable, and it should be ready in the next week or so. And I was thinking about overthinking and how overthinking sometimes has some purpose. And I was thinking about the benefit of thought, and I was thinking about the separation between I and thought. When we text, we mishmash, we bring together all the complexity and the beauty of human nature, and we smush it up into a McDonald's bun. So we take a beautiful Italian meal, French meal, Argentinian meal, and we smush it together into a convenience bun. McDonald's is for getting the milk. The convenience of the McDonald's hamburger is not about nutrition. It's not about the experience of preparing a meal. It's about convenience. And texting needs to be about convenience, full stop. Full stop. Over. Finish. Close. If you care about somebody, pick up the phone or meet. Get together around the dinner table and pass the salad and make the salad together and share the salad. Pass the salt and say, how are you? Are you okay? Can you imagine the difference between someone passing you the salad and saying, are you okay? And getting a text, are you okay? It's like, I don't really care, but I suppose I should send this text. Or sending an emoji, prayer hands, thank you, instead of the voice, thank you. I've got this thing with my friends at the moment that we're leaving each other voice messages. With that little app you can add on to phones, and we send a message. And I always work towards putting real feeling in the messages, because a lot of my friends are overseas, so they're asleep when I'm awake. So how can we have connection when we have different time zones? So if we're trying to create connection when we have different time zones, why are we supporting texting? At the moment, we have a prolific theme of, how will I call it, estrangement, going no contact, even the words going no contact, alienation. These are words used. If we have a deal breaker examples, sexual assault, violence, deal breakers. Stopping communication is reasonable, is wise, likely to be wise. Otherwise, it is unacceptable to block people, to have a term that is a household known term now of going no contact. Can somebody please explain to me with a genuine explanation, when we are social, we are biologically a herd animal, we are social, how the term going no contact was ever accepted in the human language? It's a pop cultural term that gives permission to ostracize. If you want to go, open quotes, no contact, then can we use the words in a sentence? Can we be genuine enough to use the entire sentence? Why do we shorten it, edit into going no contact? And when do we use this phrase, going no contact? When is it okay to use a shortened phrase to talk about a serious topic? We shorten phrases, the cat is banging the stand. We shorten phrases, especially in Australia, we're the king of shortening phrases, for convenience. Is it okay to have a convenient phrase about cutting somebody off? And who are these people? Is this person we cut off? There are times it is important to stop contacting people. These are not commonplace. These are rare. If we allow fragmentation of our family, we will die out. We are social. Our lives, our mental health is built upon stable community, social structure, family. And the premise that the older look after the younger and then the middle generation look after the older. It's not brain science, not rocket science. It is social. It is society. With these phrases, these words many are using now, alienation, estrangement, going no contact. These are often accompanied by certain patterns of texting where an important conversation will be placed in one-dimensional wording. Oh, that is a video and it's in its own right, isn't it? I just can't even edit that conversation. If somebody means something to you, if they've ever meant anything to you, if they've ever been a stakeholder in your life, let's do them the due respect of picking up the phone or looking into their eyes, or both. Not just for them, but for us, for I, for me, for you. We have one role in life, and that's be kind. We look after ourselves, we self-realize, we get to know ourselves, we are assertive, we set boundaries for one reason, to be kind. How do we be kind in our world? We are of service to society in certain ways. If we hold up to the light, the individual, up to the light, without compromise. We weaponize this contemporary use of the word individual. We are an individual within a society. Mental health is not consistently possible if we isolate. If we allow the medium of texting to be paramount in our messaging, we may as well gag ourselves. How can a text compare with the words? The medium of texting, emojis. I care about you. I think about you. I want you to be okay. How can I support you? How can I be of service to you? How can I empower you? You can't text that stuff. It's beautiful here. The sun is out. The cats are everywhere. We're having baby cats everywhere. That is a story in itself. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time. Your time is precious. Thank you for listening to my content. Let's decide that if we're not asking somebody to bring home the milk, we don't text. If there is any part of that text that is complex and has a human element, requires a conversation, let's have the courage to have the difficult conversations. Learning to be assertive, that's hard stuff. Learning to say no, that's hard stuff. In most occasions, the cat's coming over here, in most occasions, not all, but most, the majority, resilience requires the ability to learn how to have a difficult conversation rather than being passive-aggressive. The term no contact. Let's move away from that and let's promote the words in loving contact. In loving contact. In loving contact, I look into your eyes. The cat is really liking me. Let me see if we can. Okay, that was too much proximity for him. In loving contact, I reach out to you. In loving contact, I take your hand. In loving contact, I have the ability to say no to you. In loving contact, I set boundaries. In loving contact, I allow you a period of taking time to yourself. In loving contact, I actively listen. And when I actively listen, there is always my voice or my face. Speak soon.